Hi, I am really happy to be able to share with you a little bit again. I've had a lot on my mind these last couple of weeks. I am wearing today my Lahaina shirt for a very specific reason. For those of you that aren't aware, about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now ago, a series of wildfires swept through Maui, western Maui, the city of Lahaina, the historic city that used to be its capital years ago. That historic city was basically burned to the ground. At least 100 people killed, thousands displaced, jobs lost, property lost, futures in question. And there's even some people, they've never even found their bodies. So we're not sure if they're alive or dead. And there's families in limbo because of that. I wear my Lahaina shirt because I've been thinking a lot about how I respond to the things that happen to me. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. As some of you know, if you've been listening to my vlogs, I struggle with chronic pain on a daily basis. Some days the pain is really bad. And other days it's just quite uncomfortable, but not so bad. But regardless, every day I have pain for the last 33 years. And it's something that is very, very difficult to deal with day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. It is a difficult teacher, pain is. But oh, the lessons she has to teach. Lessons of patience. And God knows I still need a whole lot of that. Lessons of patience, lessons of resilience, lessons of dependence, lessons of surrender. Because I'm in over my head, physically, emotionally, in every way. When the pain is on top of me, I'm in over my head. And that pushes me to the one who gives me the strength to carry on. And that's Jesus. So, chronic pain for 33 years. And it's challenging. But I tell you what's more challenging? Now, my husband, who has been very healthy most of his life, is now dealing with very severe pain in his back. And we're at this point uncertain of what it is. If it's vertebral, if it's a disc related issue, or if it's his kidneys, because there's some questions there. So he is going in for further testing, and hopefully in the next few days we'll find out exactly what's going on. But in the meantime now, for quite a while, he has been in severe pain. And I'm telling you, watching this man that I adore, this man that I love so much, suffer, and being unable to make his pain better. I can't take it away. I would take it on me if I could, but I can't. It's his pain to bear. And it is so hard for me to watch him suffer and be unable to do anything about it. And then the light bulb went on in my head here about a week ago. And I said to my husband, is this how you've been feeling as you've watched me in pain for 33 years? And his face got very somber, and he said, yes. It gave me a new appreciation for my husband. I love him so much. He is my best friend. He is an inspiration to me. I appreciate him so, so much, and I respect the man that he is. He's not perfect. Neither am I. None of us are. But he's a wonderful man, loves the Lord, and he is an amazing support and strength to me. And now I want to be the same for him. But it's hard because I can't make his pain better. I want to and I can't. So here I am. So he and I have talked about it multiple times, and it's been a lesson, or is, let's not make it past tense, Julie. It is a lesson for me that I'm still learning. That dealing with my own pain, as hard as it is, I would rather deal with my own pain 100 times over than the pain that he's going through, watching him, wanting to make it better, and I can't. So the lesson that keeps forcing itself into this thick skull of mine is that I am out of my element. I am out of my league here. Not just with my own chronic pain, but with the pain of my husband. Dealing with that. How am I dealing with these things? That's the question. Am I enduring or am I thriving? Am I gutting it out or am I living? Those are the questions that have been on my mind. The appreciation for my husband is foremost among that. I want him to know when he listens to this, I want him to know just how much I love him and respect him for the man that he is. I am blessed to have him in my life. He's been a challenging blessing through the years, but such a blessing. I talked in a few vlogs ago about blessings wrapped up in pain. Like everything else in my life, he has been in that same category. I wouldn't trade a moment with him for anything or anyone else in the world. He is my joy. He is my love. And I want to be that same for him as he's going through everything he's going through right now. So a new appreciation for my husband definitely has been foremost on my mind. And I brought up the people of Lahaina for a reason. Because the whole idea of how I respond to the challenges in my life, the challenges that touch me directly, like my pain and other things I deal with every day, health-wise, and the things that touch me indirectly, like watching my beloved husband suffer. Regardless of the kind of challenges I'm facing, the question that I've been asking myself, and the question I want to ask you, whatever you're going through today, how are you responding to it? There was a story that I heard many years ago, and I've looked it up, tried to find the author to give the proper credit, and no one seems to know who wrote this illustration, this story. But I think it's very, very germane and applicable to today, even though it was written many years ago. It's talking about a carrot, an egg, and a coffee bean. I know you're thinking, what are you talking about, Julie? A carrot, an egg, and a coffee bean. What I'm talking about is when the hot water of adversity hits our lives. Whether it's directly we're dealing with it or someone we love is dealing with something very hard and it's affecting us indirectly. Regardless, directly or indirectly, that hot water of adversity, when it hits our lives, how do we respond? Do we respond like the carrot when it goes into the hot water, what happens to it? It becomes soft. And if it stays in there long enough, it just completely falls apart. Then what about the egg? What happens to the egg in the hot water? It becomes hard. And that beautiful center is covered over with this hard shell. So the carrot represents the people who, when adversity hits, they fall apart. The egg represents people who, when adversity hits, they become hardened. They cowboy up. They endure. They make it through. And they create this hard shell around themselves that doesn't allow the beautiful goodness that's inside to come out and touch the people around them. So people fall apart. People get hardened. And then there's the coffee bean. When the bean is crushed and put into the hot water, what does it do? It creates this wonderful aroma that anyone in close proximity can enjoy. Now, I don't drink coffee, but maybe once a year. I mean, it tastes good. I just don't drink it very often at all. But I have family and friends who would not go a day without multiple, sometimes, cups of coffee. So I know not only is there this amazing aroma that the coffee bean will release, but you also have this wonderful beverage. It changes the water itself. It doesn't fall apart. It doesn't get hard, but it transforms the water that it's in to this beautiful, wonderful, wonderful tasting beverage enjoyed by millions of people the world over. So when adversity hits, whatever it is that you're going through, how do you respond? Resilience isn't gutting it out, making it through by your own strength. That is not the point. Sometimes enduring gets in the way because our emphasis is on making it through, finding a way to just gut it out and make it happen instead of allowing it to change us. And even better, allowing our response to change the adversity, the trial, the suffering itself into something good and beautiful. There is beauty in suffering. Oh, it's a hard beauty, but there's beauty there. I read a book years ago by a man named Sheldon Van Auken, and it's called A Severe Mercy. And in it, he chronicles his pain in watching his beloved wife suffer and die. And he talks about the lessons that he learned in dealing with that, because the man understood what suffering was and what God's purpose in suffering was. That's an amazing book I would recommend you reading. A Severe Mercy by Sheldon Van Auken. My point in bringing that up is trials are not intended to be gutted through. Just find a way through. Cowboy up. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and make it happen. And to be honest with you, I tend to be that way. Suffer silently, make it happen, get through. That's not what God wants for me. That's not what he wants for you. He wants us to be like the coffee that actually transforms the water of adversity itself into something that transcends us, something that's beautiful, something that's good. So resilience, but resilience that transforms the trials and the pain and the struggle into something beautiful. That's what I want in my life. And I have a feeling that's what you want as well. And so today, I want to close with the question, whatever it is you're going through today, are you a carrot? Are you falling apart? Are you giving up? Are you an egg? Oh, you're making it through, but you're hard. You've locked a part of you away, that special part of you that can bless and encourage other people. Or are you a coffee bean? I don't know about you, but I want to be a coffee bean. I want to bless not just my husband, as I talked about a few minutes ago, but I want to bless anyone who's in contact with me. And I'm humbled because I know how much I fail at that, but I want to be a blessing, an encouragement, an inspiration, and a help to the people around me. I want the sweet aroma of the brokenness that my challenges, my pain, my health, my everything brings to me. I want that aroma to smell sweet in the nostrils of anyone that I come in contact with. And then I want the adversity to not only change me, but it to be changed, to become something beautiful, something good, something lasting, to encourage other people. Are you a carrot? Are you an egg? Or you are a coffee bean? Your choice. Can't choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you respond. So choose hope, that intangible thing we can't see, but it's this internal reality that keeps us going, helps us find a way forward instead of giving up. It's the game changer. So today, choose hope. Until next time.